Hello, my gorgeous, gorgeous Pisces. We've come to the end of the astrological wheel and the start of the astrological wheel, in a sense, you know, as the death card tells us, the end of one cycle is the beginning of another. So I'm going to get started for you, Pisces. I've already cleansed the space and meditated on the cards, and I've been told to go back to our lovely fantasy tarot deck and away from Rider-Waite-Smith now. So let's see what March 2023 has in store for the lovely, lovely Pisces. So again, Pisces is our water sign, so our lovely emotionally intuitive and receptive sign. You're also, what are you? Are you fixed or are you mutable? Pisces, tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. Apologies. Oh, you're mutable. Yes, that's right. So you, like Gemini, are you're initiators. You don't much like to stick to one thing. You like change. You like to have like several projects on the go at once. Yeah. Very dynamic, adaptable sign. Ooh, Three of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. Another Ace of Swords reversed. We haven't had Ace of Swords today. Oh, love that. The High Priestess, amazing. Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles reversed. All right. So, my lovely Pisces, there's quite a lot of Pentacle energy with the Page and the Three. No Cups. No cups at all in this reading. So you've got a little bit of sword, you've got a little bit of wands, you've got a little bit of pentacles, and you've got some major arcana, but no cups. So that's very interesting, and I will speak to that a little later. But first, I just want to take a look at the High Priestess. So I love this card. The High Priestess is major arcana number 2. Yeah. So 2s are all about partnership and collaboration. Sometimes romance, but some sort of relationship. So it could be familial, it could be friendship, could be love, you never know, if you're lucky, my lovely Pisces. So the High Priestess is feminine authority, our intuition, yeah, is kind of like lending itself to this religious or spiritual leader, somebody that can sometimes be a little isolated from the community because they are this a figure of kind of respect. So you know, they're not kind of amongst the people because they are kind of above the people in a sense, but they are a really important part of the community. So they're the sort of person that lives at the top of the hill, and you go to them when you have your problems of life and death and everything in between. Yeah. So this, to me, Pisces, is signaling that March could be about really coming into your own in terms of your intuition and your authority and your feminine power. And this is saying, listen to the dreams and the instincts and the visions that come to you in meditation, or however you are spoken to by spirit. It will be different for all of us, won't it? You know, I hear things. I don't tend to see visions, I tend to hear things. So yeah, embrace that and really hone those skills of knowing which messages are for you and which messages need to be acted on right away, and which messages are maybe the collective and or for somebody else. Like, but it's definitely saying that, my lovely Pisces, you have a lot of intuitive potential, and that March is a really, really good time to start to enhance it and to use it for yourself and others. Yeah. So the Three of Pentacles, we've also got that in the reversed, alongside our Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's really interesting to note that you have got this earth sign. Pentacles are earth, so they're representing Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, and it's a very feminine or yin energy. And it's symbolizing our planet as a source of sustenance, security and stability. So when we have the Three of Pentacles in the reversed position, it's like you're not making the best of your abilities, my lovely Pisces. So I think this is kind of where these two are linked. So you do have such extraordinary powers. You know, Pisces is our intuitive, creative sign. And we love you for that, my lovely watery Pisces. But this is indicating you're not making the most of those at the moment. You might be lacking confidence. You might be wondering how to monetize these gifts. Often with Pisces energy, it's a gift that's not necessarily traditionally valued in our society, or traditionally highly valued in our society. So you have the added sort of task of explaining to people what your skill is and what your talent can do, and you have a bit more of a marketing challenge than, say, our air signs, where their skills are understood and respected already. They don't need to kind of do that extra step of deciphering what they are and what they mean. So you could maybe think about, when we see the Three of Pentacles reversed, it's maybe an indication to start thinking about what other skills you can add to your set to enhance your competitiveness. If your skills aren't being respected or honoured, then maybe you have to look at doing a more traditional course and getting that bit of paper so that people understand you're a serious contender. Yeah, so that's what the Three of Pentacles is giving me, my lovely Pisces. We've also got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So pages signify study and development and sort of apprenticeship, youth. It's the initiator to a skill, not the master. Yeah. So it's also got that youthful, cheerful service element, pages, yeah? And so when we see it in the reverse, it's maybe that you're not taking your training or your work seriously enough. You might be bored or feeling lazy, or like it's not worth it to train in the area that you've chosen. So yeah, the Page of Pentacles can indicate like low mood and like lacking energy, lacking vitality, maybe depression. So my lovely Pisces, in the month of March, I would say look out for anything that's going to enhance your fire. Yeah, so the these two pentacles in reverse are signifying to me that you might be lacking in chi energy in March. So you need to focus on our wands and our fire energy. And how do you do that? Well, you've got the Six of Wands upright. So it's saying to me, my lovely Pisces, that you have all the skills and talents, and you work hard, So if you're not feeling the rewards of that hard work, or the actual physical remuneration, what can you do to change that? Maybe it's time to increase your prices. Maybe it's time to take on less work, but work smarter, not harder. Yeah. So can you do less but charge more, thereby capitalizing on your skill set, charging what you're worth, and having to do less, so you're not burning yourself out and you're not feeling low and dissatisfied and disheartened, but you are still getting the money and living the way you need to. What else do we have for Six of Wands with specifics to Pisces? I feel like there's more. Bear with me. Spirit, what do we have? I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye, and we've got it in tandem with the Knight of Wands reversed. Let me just take a look at the Knight of Wands and see if that's going to illuminate anything for us. My lovely, lovely Pisces. So yeah, when we see the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, it's giving me like perhaps an unreliable course. So have a look, my lovely Pisces, if this resonated with you, and there is a training course or an educational endeavor going on for you at the moment, and you're not, something about it is not fully resonating, it could be that it's unreliable. So check the paperwork, make sure it is going to yield what you think it's going to yield. Sometimes there's like these dodgy companies and they say that you're going to get a diploma or a certification or an accreditation by a certain place, and actually it turns out at the end that it wasn't, you know, they've kind of misrepresented that, or you know, like they're posing as somebody that they're not. I would just check that, my lovely Pisces, because that's what I see in relation to the Knight of Wands. The Knight upside down or in the reverse position is like a message that can't be trusted. Yeah, so I hope that resonates for some of my Pisces out there at least. It won't resonate for everybody, of course, but that's what I'm getting. So you've also got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So Ace of Swords is about starting out on an intellectual endeavor. You know, like the first sort of interest in a topic, and that sort of exciting part where you're like, oh yeah, I'm into this, and there's so much to learn, and I'm just at the beginning of my journey, so this is going to be really exciting and generative potentially. It's got a lot of potential, the Ace of Swords, yeah? So in relation to my lovely Pisces, and with the rest of these cards that we have in your March reading, I would suggest that the Ace of Swords here is giving the advice to communicate clearly, yeah, to avoid misunderstandings. So again, with the potential error in the message, or the maybe even a deceitful message, if it could be that sinister, the Ace of Swords is telling us that you still have the potential at this point to not be hoodwinked. But you have to keep your wits about you and communicate effectively. Ask the right questions, my lovely Pisces, you know. So if you haven't been very, what's the words? If you've been a bit unscrupulous, or if you've been a bit slapdash with the paperwork, that's how these people get away with it. So the Ace of Swords is telling you, be careful and look at the paperwork, read the small print, yeah? It's also saying that delays could be afoot, yeah? The idea might not be valid. The idea that you have, it might be that it's not quite, it's like sort of half-baked at this point. So you still need to go away and do a little bit more developing and understanding of that before it can be really what you hope for it. So I hope that helped, my lovely Pisces. Thank you so much, and pop your comments below and I will respond and read and respond rather. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye.